welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura Bruno and I am an intuitive astrologer. Today we're actually going to talk about something that's a little more intuitive energy related than astrology, and that is the topic of good energy hygiene. This comes up all the time in sessions. Oftentimes I'll get ready to read for somebody and I have to have them just pause and do this quick energy brush off technique. I also kind of recommend it for people as often as you would brush your teeth. So morning and night at least. And there's a couple different reasons for doing this. One is there's a lot of empaths in the world, and the energy of the world right now is so intense that even if you are not particularly empathic, it's still fairly likely that you're picking up energy from people around you and just from like the general stress levels and anxiety that people are having right now. So this is a technique, it's a Japanese technique called dry bathing. The Japanese term is ken-yoku, and this is something that I actually learned like 20 years ago or something when I was first becoming a Reiki master teacher. So all that you have to do is basically you put out your left arm, take your right hand, put it on your left shoulder, whoosh, sweep down your arms past your fingertips, and then do that on the other side. Left hand on your right shoulder, whoosh, sweep down your arm past your fingertips, left, right, left, right, left, right, and then flick, 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 like you washed your hands and there's no towel. So I'm purposely doing this off to the side because if I send energy to my computer, there's a high likelihood I might short it out. So recommended to not do it facing an electronic, just in case you have that issue too. I know actually a lot of people do. So again though, it's just left, right, left, right, left, right, and then flick, flick, flick. Very simple technique. When you do the left, right, left, right, left, right, that also connects your left side of your brain and your right side of the brain for more whole brain function. And just that simple process of kind of whoosh, pushing off other people's energy, it helps you to clear your energy field, which then tends to make it expand. So a lot of times what happens with empaths is if you are absorbing all the stress around you, your energy field gets smaller and smaller. You would think it would get bigger and bigger because you're taking in all this stuff, but a lot of times what you're taking in is fear energy, which compresses your energy field. So you want to have your energy field expand to its natural state. And when your energy field is bigger, then you actually have more influence over your environment. So you can be that calm in the storm. You can be that person who enters the room and everybody suddenly feels peace. But if you're just absorbing everybody else's stress, then it tends to make your energy field shrink, shrink, shrink even more. And then you have less influence over your environment. That means you're more influenced. So you go to the grocery store and all of a sudden the person behind you is having a bad day and you walk out of the store feeling like, oh, I got the weight of the world on my shoulders. I don't know what's going on. Why am I so depressed? And it might not even be your stuff. So one of the things to keep in mind is that in order for us to empath anything, there has to be at least a little tiny bit of that emotion or vibration within our energy field in order for it to even be a match. But what happens is when we take that energy on, if we don't get rid of it quickly with that energy brush off technique, it roots around our energy field and tries to find a match. And if it finds anything that's even close, then it kind of like gloms onto that, and then it becomes much more difficult to discern, is this mine or is this somebody else's? One of the clues is you've done all your inner working, you've taken your relaxation herbs, you've done all these things, and it's just not budging. Then a good question is this even mine? Because if it's not, then the energy brush off is going to actually ease your symptoms of anger or frustration or anxiety or sorrow or grief or any of these emotions where we can't figure out where it's coming from. You want to clear your energy field on the regular. because if you clear it, then you also start to recognize what is your natural energy set point. And then it becomes more obvious when you're hanging out with someone, oh, you know what, I was feeling great and I talked to this person for 5 minutes and now I'm exhausted. Well, do the energy brush off, because the odds are that you just took something on from that person. If you were feeling perfectly fine and then suddenly you're not, after talking with this person or getting an email from them or something, that's feedback. It doesn't mean that you can never hang out with this person again, but it might indicate, hey, you want to reevaluate your relationship with this person, or at the very minimum, you want to do that energy brush off, because it's great to be compassionate. It's wonderful to be able to help people. But we're also in kind of a chaotic environment right now in terms of the planet. There's a lot more energy than you can just fix by interacting and taking on everything into your body. There's a time and a place for that, but we're kind of not in that time anymore. This is more about being the vibration that you want to see in the world, and one of the ways to do that is to really maintain the integrity of your own energy field with this energy brush off. If you do it morning and night, and also any time that you were feeling great and then all of a sudden you just, whoa, I got some serious negative energy, or wow, am I exhausted, do that brush, 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 flick, flick, flick. When you do it, and if you do it kind of energetically, it also invigorates you. But when you do that, then pay attention. How do you feel afterwards? Most people will feel lighter. Most people will feel like, oh, okay, I am feeling better. And again, that's feedback. There's probably some little part in you that energy was able to clomb onto, but this way, by tending to your vibration, you're able to address the actual issue instead of getting overwhelmed and swamped by the amplified energy of whatever you're dealing with. So this is just a way to provide more clarity. I end up describing this all the time in sessions, and so I thought, you know what, I'll just make a quick video. This can help my clients. I can send them here, but also this is information for anybody right now. We live in just an incredible time, and there's a lot of amazing things that are happening, but at the same time, it's kind of a stressful time to be a human on planet Earth, and this is just one technique that if you incorporate it into your daily life, you will see immediate benefits. All right, I hope you found this helpful. If you want more information, you can also check out my blog, asklaurabruno.com. It's also linked below. All right, thanks and have a wonderful day. Bye.